Hey guys, welcome back to Sanetresses. So today we're going to be talking about how to get that flawless foundation base and also how to cover dark under eye circles using whatever products that you have at hand. So we're not going to concentrate on any of my products, but more so you choosing for yourself. Okay, so primer is very important, I feel, to take care of any skin concerns. It can be mattifying, can be for covering any pores and or illuminating. Just make sure you go in with this primer. For me, I feel like it helps with having that flawless foundation base. Another thing that I like is to spray any prepping spray or hydrating spray, which adds on to moisturizing. As you know, skin needs to be moisturized before any makeup application. And right now I'm just talking about my foundation, but just choose a foundation that matches your skin tone and your undertone. And I like to add an illuminator, liquid illuminator in mine, and just mix that together to make somewhat of a concoction. So another tip is to go in with a beauty blender and actually pound the product into the skin. I like to work in sections and use minimum foundation. I don't like to use too much foundation on my skin. I feel like it's just a foundation, so let it be a base, and then everything else will come and add on to the coverage. So sometimes I also love to leave my under eye circles alone and leave that for the concealer itself, because sometimes when you pack on a lot of products, it ends up being cakey, and yeah, it doesn't look really good under eyes. So as you can see, I'm just pounding everywhere and just making sure that product is pushed in. So the next thing to go in will be the concealer itself. So as you can see, the undertone of it is a golden yellow undertone, which is perfect for my skin tone. So it will help to cancel those dark circles that are around my eyes actually. So I like to also highlight and brighten the center bits of my face and go in and push that product in. Sometimes if you want, you can leave that concealer on for longer and let it dry a bit, but make sure you don't leave any harsh lines. Make sure you blend it together. The next thing to go in is a setting powder. So in this case, I'm using a no color powder, and I'm just setting all the inner parts of my face where I use the concealer. And sometimes I set my whole entire face with it as well. So just my under eye circles, make sure you're pushing that product in and making sure that all that cream is set, all the cream products are set by a powder. I like to also go under my neck and just set everything in place. My eyebrows, my forehead, and all that good stuff. I like to go in with a compact or pressed powder, a color powder that is in my shade. So in this case, I'm using a somewhat darker shade to go into those areas that I normally would be contouring. Okay, so just to add some dimension to my face. As you can see, my face is not looking very natural. It's looking a bit artificial because nobody really has, one skin toned face. So you have to go in and just add some color and some warmth to your face. So as you can see, I've added it to the places where I needed to go, and just to not leave my face white, I'm going in with a lighter face powder, lighter than the one I used before, and I'm just now going back underneath the translucent setting powder and going in with that face powder. So sometimes that helps if your setting powder probably causes flashback. Going in with a colored powder helps with setting everything in place. So make sure you just pounce that powder in and make sure you're not leaving any product unblended. So the next thing is to go in with a bronzer. So we're just deepening and chiseling any of those cheeks, cheekbones, and the temples, the nose contour, and the chin. So not everybody needs to contour, and it's up to you to see what it is that you want to bring forward or you want to hide, because contouring is all about hiding, minimizing those places you see like the double chin, and highlighting is more like bringing them out. Okay, so I'm just sharpening the sides of my nose so that my nose appears really, really straight. And that's just the look that I like to go with. So I also love to sharpen that contour and also to kind of like bake those areas. So the nose area where I tend to get a lot of oils and the sides of my face, just to chisel and bring out those cheekbones. So it's up to you to also bake or highlight the areas where you feel like you need to bring forward. So I'll just leave that and set that in place and work on my eyeshadow look. Okay, so after doing my eyeshadow, I go in and I just dust off that bake that I would have done, and make sure that I blend the eyeshadow and the contour in place so that there are no harsh lines. Sometimes I really like to go back in with my contour brush, as you can see now, and just bring all that warmth back. Another thing to go in is a blush. So a blush just brings out all those rosiness and gives you that fresh looking sun-kissed look, which is great. And orange blusher is very good and very nice if you're a woman of color as well. So to finish off this look, you just spray with a hydrating spray or a setting spray. And yeah guys, this is the finished base. This is just how I get that flawless look, that flawless foundation look that I really, really like. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are new to my channel and I hadn't introduced myself, well, my name is Kudzi. If you're an oldie but a goldie, thank you so much for sticking around with me on this channel. And until next time, my lovelies, God willing, God bless you. I love you so much, and it's time for me to say bye-bye.